It is a necessary conversation, and we acknowledge the fact that it's not an easy conversation, but it needs to happen.
A group of Montreal police officers of color are asking the police brotherhood to acknowledge systemic racism in the force, something the union has refused to do so far. One Montreal workers union that's already taken that step says the brotherhood's stance is a mistake.
It is very important for the credibility of unions to address and tackle this problem, because they do represent workers of color, Indigenous workers, women that do suffer sometimes of discrimination on different level, but it does exist.
9 officers of color penned a letter to Montreal Police Brotherhood President Yves Francoeur June 24th after he made media statements denying systemic racism within the ranks of the Montreal police force, even after Montreal's police chief Sylvain Caron said he was committed to eliminating racial profiling by his officers and acknowledged the systemic nature of racism in early June, but stopped short of acknowledging it in the force. They say in part, we cannot blame you for not knowing our reality. If the culture of silence is for us the most common of the options in several situations, to that effect, we are several police officers who are trying to draw your attention to a silent minority of your members. Francoeur replied that he was defending the majority of officers who are not racist, saying many understand the expression systemic racism to mean that everyone is involved in some form of a deliberately racist system, which in addition to being false is outrageous for Montreal police officers.
I understand their position in terms of being, representative of the majority, and the majority is white. But at the same time, they also have a responsibility towards these black officers that are paying, union dues and need protection.
The police brotherhood turned down our request for an interview. Francoeur says the union is committed to fighting racism within their ranks, but Joubert says using the right term is just as important.
Why don't you let the people that are suffering from those discrimination name the way they feel, say the way they feel? Why do you have to try to put words into their mouth as what the good wording should be?
Of course, I have experienced it myself. I'm still in contact with a lot of our RCMP officers, black RCMP officers, racialized RCMP officers that also experience racism and discrimination in various forms. We just can't keep turning a blind eye to the systemic nature of the problem.
In Montreal, Sharon Yonan-Renold, City News.